You spend half the morning carefully layering foundation, concealer, and highlighter, trying to recreate that effortless, radiant look. But the moment you wash it all off at night, the reflection in the mirror tells a very different story. The skin underneath is tired, uneven, and somehow completely stripped of its natural life. This is the endless cycle most of us are trapped in. We rely on cosmetics to fake a healthy glow, ignoring the fact that heavy daily coverage is often the exact reason our skin forgets how to shine on its own. The thick silicones and color pigments trap dead cells on the surface, creating a microscopic wall that literally steals your light. To get it back, you do not need another expensive illuminating primer. You just need to understand how light actually interacts with your face. So, what happens when you stop painting over the canvas and start forcing it to repair itself? Think of a perfectly smooth piece of glass. When light hits it, it bounces back instantly, creating a bright, sharp reflection. Now imagine taking a handful of fine dust and throwing it across that same glass. The light shatters in 1,000 different directions. The surface suddenly looks dull, flat, almost grayish. This is exactly what is happening on the very top layer of your face right now. True radiance is not a shade you buy in a bottle. It is pure physics. It is the direct result of a healthy, intact skin barrier, where the microscopic cells lay perfectly flat against each other. When your skin is dehydrated or constantly irritated by the wrong products, those invisible cells curl up at the edges like dried leaves. They scatter the incoming light instead of reflecting it, leaving you looking exhausted no matter how many hours you actually slept. Fixing this requires a shift in how you treat that delicate outer layer. And there is a specific biological trigger you can activate to force those cells to lay flat once again. We often assume that more is better, that layering 6 different serums and toners will somehow speed up the process. But your skin actually has a strict saturation point. When you flood it with too many active ingredients at once, you're not nourishing it. You're sending it into a state of chronic defense. It gets overwhelmed. A stressed barrier cannot heal. It simply focuses on survival. You might notice unusual redness, tiny bumps, or a strange tightness right after your complex evening routine. That is your face begging for a break. Every unnecessary layer you apply acts as a trap, preventing your skin from breathing and functioning optimally. You are essentially suffocating your own natural luminosity. To get it back, you have to do exactly the opposite of what every commercial tells you to do. It comes down to stripping away the noise. You have to embrace a highly curated approach, giving your skin only what it recognizes and knows exactly how to use. This minimalist strategy removes the daily chemical stress, allowing your cells to stop reacting and start rebuilding. It is about creating a quiet environment where deep repair can finally happen. And if you are finding this honest, biology-first approach to beauty refreshing, subscribing to the channel means we can keep rethinking these everyday habits together. Once you clear away the heavy product clutter, a completely different biological mechanism wakes up. Your body regains control, and a hidden system takes over that literally pumps life and color back into your cheeks. There's a network of microscopic rivers flowing just beneath the surface of your skin. This microcirculation delivers oxygen and vital nutrients directly to your cells, acting as your body's internal delivery system. When you sit in front of a screen all day or deal with constant tension, this flow slows down to a crawl. The tiny blood vessels constrict. The delivery of oxygen drops dramatically. The result is that flat, lifeless complexion that no amount of highlighter can truly fix. To get that genuine, lit-from-within glow, you have to physically wake up those vessels. A gentle upward facial massage, using nothing but the warmth of your hands for just 2 minutes a morning, can completely shift how blood moves under your skin, bringing a natural, lasting flush that cosmetics try so hard to mimic. But pulling blood to the surface is only half the equation. Because none of that fresh oxygen matters if it is buried under a graveyard of old cells. Your body has a built-in mechanism designed to push fresh, luminous cells to the surface every single month. This natural shedding process is incredibly efficient on its own. But as time passes or stress builds up, the cellular glue holding the dead skin together gets thicker and much more stubborn. You might be tempted to scrub it all away with abrasive pastes or highly concentrated chemical peels. That is a mistake. Aggressive exfoliation damages the healthy, delicate cells underneath, forcing your barrier into a state of chronic defense. Instead of attacking the surface, you just need to gently dissolve that invisible glue, A mild enzyme treatment works quietly with your body's rhythm. It weakens the bonds just enough so the dead skin cells fall away naturally when you wash your face. It is about whispering to your skin rather than yelling at it. And once you clear that debris safely, you finally open the door for moisture to actually penetrate. You finally have a clean, smooth surface, so you reach for the thickest, most expensive moisturizer you own, expecting to wake up transformed. But hours later, your face still feels uncomfortably tight underneath a heavy, greasy layer. This is the hydration paradox. Slathering a rich cream over dehydrated skin does not actually hydrate it. It just seals the dryness in. True moisture requires water, not just oil. And if you do not pull water into the cells first, using a simple watery humectant on completely damp skin, that expensive cream has absolutely nothing to lock inside. It just sits on the surface, completely wasted. The molecules are simply too large to cross the barrier alone. You have to build a liquid bridge for them. But even with a flawless hydration strategy, there is an invisible force working against you every single hour. We rarely connect our state of mind with the physical texture of our face. But the friction of modern life keeps your body constantly flooded with cortisol. This stress hormone is an absolute thief of radiance. Studies suggest that elevated cortisol actually breaks down your skin's natural hyaluronic acid stores from the inside out. It signals your nervous system to redirect vital oxygen and nutrients away from your skin, reserving them for your major organs instead. Your face is simply the first place to reveal the biological cost of exhaustion. You can apply the most intelligent formulas ever created, but if your internal alarm system is always ringing, your complexion will stay dull and fragile. Calming this internal response is not just a wellness trend, it is a biological requirement for a healthy glow. And turning this science into a daily habit is surprisingly simple once you know the exact steps. So what does a truly effective, glow-focused routine actually look like? In the morning, keep it remarkably simple. A gentle splash of water is often enough to preserve the natural oils your face worked hard to balance overnight. Follow that immediately with a pure, watery humectant while your skin is still visibly damp, and seal it with a gentle sunscreen. The real repair happens at night. After a careful cleanse to melt away the day's debris, apply a targeted serum focused strictly on barrier health. And lock it in with a moisturizer that respects your skin's natural chemistry. No endless layers, no complex chemical combinations, just a quiet, consistent rhythm that allows your biology to take over. Do not expect to look in the mirror tomorrow and see a completely different person. True biological change takes time. In the first few days, you will simply notice the dry, uncomfortable tightness fading away. By week 2, the flat dullness starts to lift as your microcirculation wakes up. And around the 28-day mark, when a full cellular cycle finally completes, that effortless, makeup-free radiance naturally emerges. It is not a miracle, it is just patience. Drop a comment below if you have ever felt trapped by the daily makeup cycle, and let me know what skincare mysteries you want solved next. Hit subscribe so we can keep building better skin together.